What's up, Mavletic lovers and listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Maverick Postgame. We've got another full show for you today as Mesa baseball dominated another 4-game sweep.
And men's lacrosse have an incredible win on senior night.
Plus, the track and field teams brought home many winning titles.
And women's lacrosse won a share of the RMAC title for the first time in program history.
All of that and so much more as we move ahead into this recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. So with that being said, I'm your host, Grace Metcalf.
And I'm Maddie G.
Let's get into all the game-breaking stats, off-the-wall wins, heartbreaking losses, and in-depth analysis of our CMU athletics. Roll it!
Hello everyone, once again I'm Maddie G.
And I'm Grace Metcalf. Let's hop right in and take a look at all the Mavtastic action that took place this week here at CMU. The Colorado Mesa baseball team completed the 4-game sweep of the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys on Sunday with a 29-8 lopsided win in the series finale. Colorado Mesa jumped out to a 10-0 lead before Highlands even came to the plate in the first inning. They were able to plate runs in 6 of the 7 runs they batted in, with the fewest runs being 3 in any of those innings. 7 players hit home runs in the game, with 2 coming off the bat of Colby Felix. The freshman finished the game 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored, 5 runs driven in, a double, and the 2 round trippers. Felix, along with Max Valdez and Harrison Rogers, were the only players that started the game that homered. Brent Renteria, Jordan Ellison, and Braden Wingate all came into the game as substitutions. Then homered Renteria went 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, 3 runs driven in. With the win and/or the MSU Denver loss, the Mavericks claimed the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference regular season title for the 26th time in the program's history, and it is the 11th straight time they have claimed the crown. They will once again have hosting duties for the conference tournament, which will begin on Wednesday, May 10th. As a team, the Mavericks did exceedingly well, overall having 25 hits to the Cowboys' 13, where they had 7 home runs to the Cowboys' 1, and having 26 runs batted in to contribute to their final score. What's also impressive is the Mavs having 0 errors from all their hits, while New Mexico Highlands had 4.
The Colorado Mesa men's lacrosse team ensured there were plenty of memorable moments to go around on senior day and secured a lopsided result against a team they will see again in the RMAC tournament semifinals. The Mavericks put 3 on the board early, getting goals from AJ Switzer, Braden Lowe, and Jed Brummett for his 50th of the season, making Brummett just the 2nd player in CMU history to reach 50 in a season. But an Adams State team facing an uphill battle with its 2 leading scorers out due to injury showed some early fight, as Daniel Joy and Dawson Balabanoff scored unassisted goals to cut the CMU lead to 3-2. Soon after, Switzer and Brummett each alternated scoring a pair of goals to make it a 7-2, followed by goals from Dylan Checketts and James Steinke, who beat the buzzer with a second left to give CMU a 9-2 lead after a quarter. The second quarter continued with the scoring rampage, with Switzer scoring 37 seconds into the quarter for his 4th of the game. Jed Brummett would add 2 more to get to 5 for the game, and as CMU's 2nd and 3rd lines began to play out the string, Eric Peterson took over. Peterson scored a true hat trick in the span of 1 minute and 11 seconds, tallying with 1 minute 20 seconds, 15 seconds, and 9 seconds left in the first half as CMU went to the break with an 18-3 lead. Colin Seedorf, recording his first start and playing in his 2nd game of the year, won the opening face-off in the 3rd quarter, collected the ground ball, and ran straight down the field to score 8 seconds into the 2nd half to make it a 19-3. At this point, the coaches agreed to keep the clock running for the remainder of the game.
The Colorado Mesa men's and women's teams both did well on the track team. The women's team placed 4th after winning 2 gold medals on Saturday. Sierra Areceneaux doubled the Mavs total on Sunday, while Jordan Burnett, Kira McGill, and Kiana Jackson also climbed onto the medal podium throughout the final day of competition. Virginia Tomlin also set a new CMU record in the shot put. The Mavs also picked up team points in the hurdling events as Averia Griffith placed fourth in the 100-meter variety with 14.83 seconds before taking eighth over 400 meters in a 1 minute and 12.87 seconds. Jordan Brockman also added her fourth team point scoring effort of the meet, taking seventh in the 100 hurdles at 14.87 seconds. On the men's side, they placed second overall, their best ever at the RMAC Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Cameron Kaloff won a 1-2-4 finish in the javelin throw with a school record distance and now ranks 19th on the current national performance list. Meanwhile, Dawson Heidi took fourth with a personal best throw of 55.10 meters as the Mavs scored 23 team points in that event, moving up 3 spots to fourth in the team standings after the first day of the event. Bo Thornton, Tio Casados, Cade Christensen, and Elijah Williams then turned in a second place time of 40.57 seconds, second fastest in school history, in the 4x100 meter relay, the first track event of the day. The Mavs were jumping up the team standings in the field events as Hayden Riley smashed his own school record in the shot put with a fourth place in NCAA championship provisional qualifying mark of 16.71 meters, while Zace Buckold earned medals in both the high and triple jump events. Them, along with many others, contributed to their incredible team finish.
All the Colorado Mesa women's lacrosse team needed to do to secure the best RMAC finish in program history was not slip up against a Westminster team that they defeated 18-7 earlier in the year. The Mavericks were able to put all the suspense to bed before halftime, scoring 12 straight first-half goals and the Griffins 17-8 with the win. CMU finishes the RMAC season tied with national number 7 Regis at 9-1 overall and now officially have a share of the RMAC title for the first time in program history. Caroline Ogenmock, Courtney Havel, and Kylie Davis all had hat tricks for the Mavericks, leading a charge of 10 different CMU players to find the net. The Mavs led by as many as 13-1 and 16-4 before Westminster scored 4 times in the fourth quarter to make the final score more respectable. The Mavericks put 26 of their 27 total shots on goal to never let the Griffins' defense get comfortable. Colorado Mesa had the draw control edge 14-11, scooped 19 ground balls to Westminster's 13, and only committed 3 turnovers all game long.
Now that we have recapped some of the games, it's time to announce our Maverick of the Week. Our Maverick of the Week goes to Sierra Areceneaux. Sierra successfully defended her title as the fastest woman in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, winning both the 100 and 200 meter dashes for the second straight year as the Maverick women's track and field team set a new program record for the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference Outdoor Championship team points 102 en route to a 4th place team finish. Congratulations, Sierra, for your outstanding performance. You are Maverick of the Week. We are now at the end of our show, and it is time for our closing statements. My closing thought is on the softball team. Unfortunately, they've had a lot of their games canceled, but in the end finished the regular season with a 28-21 overall and went 25-15 in RMAC play. Good for a .634 winning percentage. That percentage will earn the Mavs the number 4 seed in next week's RMAC tournament, just behind Regis. I'm curious how they will end up performing in it.
I am too. My closing thoughts are on the track and field team. There were so many who beat personal and program records and brought home many titles, and it was really impressive to hear about it.
It really was. Now that we have wrapped up all the action from this week and given our closing thoughts, it is time to close the show. Thank you everyone so much for joining us this week on Maverick Postgame. I've been your host, Grace Metcalf.
And I've been Maddie G.
Be sure to go check out our channel 62.2 for more games and updates. We'll catch you next week on an all-new recap-packed episode of Maverick Postgame. Stay safe, Mavs, study hard, go to a game or two, and of course, have yourselves a amazing day.